He once lived in huge penthouses above the clouds, filled with power and influence. But tonight, he sleeps on cold streets, with only a torn jacket for warmth. He had everything: money, respect, and a life most people only dreamed about. But in one night, he lost it all, betrayed by those he trusted most. They say wealth can protect you, but money couldn't save him from this disaster. His board abandoned him, his family left, and his name became a curse everywhere. He walked through streets he had never noticed before, searching for food or shelter. Yet in the darkness, he discovered something stronger than money or fame: inner strength. Sometimes the streets break you, but sometimes they teach you lessons nobody can teach. Rising again was not easy. Every morning he woke cold, hungry, and unseen. People avoided him, cars splashed water, and no one offered even a glance. Even in silence, his mind kept working, planning, building, and dreaming of something better. He went to the public library each day, his new office without walls or doors. He studied, wrote notes, drew ideas, and planned strategies nobody else could imagine. The man who lost everything was quietly preparing for the greatest comeback ever. He listened to homeless people, learning their pain, struggles, and hidden wisdom. Their stories became his lessons, their strength became the blueprint for his new life. One night, he drew plans on a paper plate, designing a system to help people. It was simple, brilliant, and could save lives before anyone lost everything forever. All he needed was one spark, one believer to make his idea real. She noticed him first, a young entrepreneur walking past the shelter each morning. She saw him writing, sketching ideas, and something in her heart noticed brilliance. "Who are you?" she whispered softly, curiosity overcoming her fear and surprise. He hesitated, ashamed of his homeless state, but her eyes made him speak truth. When he told his name, she froze. Everyone in business knew it well. "How did you end up here?" she asked, shocked and struggling to understand. "Life and the wrong people," he said softly, voice full of sorrow and wisdom. She sat beside him, listening as he explained the system he had created. Her eyes widened in disbelief and wonder. "This could change everything," she whispered. For the first time in months, hope flickered inside him like a small flame. "I believe in you," she said, smiling. "Let's build this together and succeed." They met the next morning at a small cafe, safe from cold streets. She brought her laptop. He brought only his ideas and endless determination. For hours they worked together, turning sketches into real plans, designs into action. She handled technology, he handled vision, and slowly their system became alive. It was bold, human, and could save people before they lost everything again. But the first challenges came fast, and most investors refused to believe them. They pitched 30 people, then 50, then 100, but most laughed and walked. Still, they kept working, ignoring rejections, focusing on their mission and their goal. On the 107th pitch, a quiet man did not laugh. He leaned forward, eyes fixed, stunned by the man who built this from streets. "You built this while homeless?" the investor asked, shocked and speechless. He nodded slowly, and the room went silent, tension thick and heavy. The investor stood and spoke, words that changed everything for the fallen billionaire. "I'm in, whatever it takes. Let's make this work and help those in need." News spread fast when genius and determination met courage and opportunity together. What started on a paper plate in a shelter became a movement touching millions. Cities noticed, governments noticed, media covered him, and the world could not ignore. They called him a miracle, a visionary, a man who rose from nothing. He didn't seek applause, only justice, impact, and the chance to help people. He returned to the streets that taught him humility and lessons of life. He opened shelters, funded education, and built programs to prevent people from falling. Every act of rebuilding proved real wealth is measured in lives restored, not dollars. Those who betrayed him tried to block, smear, and stop him from succeeding. They forgot one fact: the man they left for dead had nothing to lose. The world watched as the billionaire reclaimed his place in history and life. His name, once tarnished, became a symbol of resilience, hope, and courage. Some people rise not despite hardships, but because of them, stronger than ever. Years passed, and the streets became the backdrop of his greatest lessons and wisdom. He walked them as a teacher, visionary, and living example of human strength. Every program, every life touched, carried a message. Character matters more than money. People who ignored him now sought guidance. Investors who doubted him followed closely. He returned to family, healed old wounds, forgave those who betrayed him years ago. Each scar became a story to inspire, proof that hope survives even darkest nights. On quiet mornings he sat, drinking coffee, watching children play, smiling quietly. He remembered cold pavements, hunger, and invisibility, not with anger, but gratitude. Because those nights on the streets taught him life's most valuable lesson of all. Losing everything can sometimes be the greatest gift a person ever receives. The billionaire who slept on the streets rose again stronger, wiser, and unstoppable.